Yo, what's up guys? So we're here showing off a deck that is like 8 or 9 years old. This is going to be a defense OTK deck in 2020. This deck, how it works is basically you set a monster that has high defense points, or you can kind of manipulate some of the numbers for other cards to basically boost up your defense, make them take double battle damage, and reducing your opponent's monster's attack. You're going to be able to pull it off where you just set a monster, pass, and you GG your opponent by them attacking into you, and you surprise them with a very, very insanely high defense point monster. In fact, this deck is super, super old. I went back to go ahead and check it out. Shoutouts to all the OG Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that actually remember this. Yo, comment down below if you guys remember this. But like, this is like 8 years old, and I went back and looked for the deck profile that's 9 years old. Apparently you guys really like this. I mean, it has 54,000 views for the defense OTK deck, but I got a lot of different replays to share with you guys, so let me go ahead and show off this build. This build is for 2020. I didn't even think about this deck, but one of my homies, Subasa over here, rebuilt it for 2020. I saw Lost Win over there. There's probably a lot more better cards now in 2020 to make this a little bit more viable. Now, just as a heads up, this is more of a cheese/troll deck. It probably wouldn't be good in game 2 or 3. In game 1, I think that you usually can have a pretty good chance to win as long as you can, of course, set up. Because you're able to, again, your opponent just starts taking massive amounts of battle damage. So another 4,500. Okay, usually you need to OTK your opponent because once they know what kind of shenanigans is going to be happening, they usually play a little bit differently. So let's go ahead and see how this pulls off. So we've got the Ojama Trio, so giving them, so then it forces them to attack into it. Okay, I get how this setup works over here. I'm just kind of curious to see how it plays out. This is, I'm guessing against, is it the new Machina? Is it just a rank 10 trains? Oh, this guy's actually playing like a lot of the gadget variants. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and Battle Mania. So he's actually using the tokens, and he just left early. I think he realized it was gonna be game over, because yeah, 0 into 2,000. Plus we have this card makes it so that they have to attack that monster, but he already activated Battle Mania, and then D2 Shield doubles it, so everything is 4,000, and he has to attack into it. Pretty interesting. You gotta be careful with those Ojama tokens, but I want to see what else just happens in these duels, because it's a very hard, what the heck. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're starting out with 7 cards. I have no idea what's going on in this duel, but I feel like if you have 7 cards and your best play is put one in the pendulum zone, put one in the back row, pass, questionable, that is for sure. Oh, Canyon. Isn't this new card? If a rock type monster in defense position is attacked, double any battle damage to the controller of the attacking monster. So he must attack, and then they have to be taking, each one of these is going to be 4,000 points of damage. And then we also have Lost Wind to go ahead and negate effects, also reducing the amount of attack by half, which will help you do more damage. But let's go ahead and see how this plays out. I don't know about the Ojama tokens. I think they could be very dangerous to go ahead and run into. So he's going to go ahead and have that. Wait, oh yeah, he has to attack into it. Remember, guys, the Battle Mania was activated, so he kind of got pranked over there. Even though he had so many draw power cards, that was kind of a more interesting duel. All right, so this one is up against, looks like some zombies. What variant of zombies is it? Okay, so I see a Baildrock, so maybe some type of Baildrock control, and he's also got the Vampire Sucker over here, so he's going to go ahead and set it up with the Zombie World Mizuki activating its effect to go ahead and bring back the Vampire Sucker, Called by the Grave, Super Pot. These won't really do anything. See, this is why I like this deck, because a lot of cards don't really do anything, because there's no monster effect that you really need to negate. That would make you instantly lose. Stronghold Guardian is quite great because you get to boost up. It's kind of like an Honest, but for defense points. So this guy's probably going to get pranked over here pretty soon. I'm going to see Lost Wind activated, so he's going to reduce that card's attack. He's going to go ahead and attack into it. It's going to have insane amount of defense, and he's going to get increased amount of defense. So he takes 4,000, and he just GG'd out. Did he activate Battle Mania? Oh wait, is this? They can only attack this monster. Okay, you can banish this card and then tap one monster opponent control the monster can't attack for the rest of the turn, except for attack. Okay, I gotcha. So he just went ahead. I'm guessing he rage quit because this guy obviously wasn't gonna lose. He had a Destiny Hero Defender with 6,900 defense points, right? And then there's also this to follow up with. So I don't think it was over for him. I think this guy, he attacked into it, and maybe because he saw this, because this doesn't force them to attack. I think he just rage quit when he didn't even, I mean, I don't know if he would have actually lost though. That's the thing. I think people see this and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so done with this. But this is the build over here. I haven't actually seen this, and I actually didn't want to check it out because I wanted to check it out and give you guys my live reaction to Defense OTK in 2020. So you guys have seen it in action. Like I said, it's just more of a cheese, a troll deck, but I think it was really funny. So here's how the build kind of works. So you guys saw Destiny Hero Defender. Dang, we're going back to Big Shield Gardna. That's kind of funny. But Stone Statue of the Aztecs, which is a card we didn't get to cover, it doubles any battle damage your opponent takes when they attack this monster. So again, you would just set this and then they attack into it. And with Stronghold Guardian, it's already increasing it by 1,500 points of defense. So that's already 3,500. Then that gets doubled. And then you have cards like D2 Shield where it doubles the original defense. So that becomes 4,000. Plus then it gets an additional, 1,500. That's 5,500. And if they attack into you, I mean, you're doubling the damage. And on top of that, you have Cannon, which doubles it. I'm wondering if you're basically quadrupling it with that. That would be more interesting. I haven't seen Cannon. I believe at the time Cannon wasn't out, because I would have definitely played it in Defense OTK. Unfortunately, with Canyon, though, your opponent will know what happens. You can activate Metaverse instantly and then instantly, just have it up on the board. But I feel like if you already throw Canyon, your opponent is going to expect something. So it ruins that surprise factor. There's also that card lets you go ahead and quick play. If your opponent special stones a monster, you get to place a field spell. But I think at that point, they'll realize the cheese. Again, this is more of a troll deck, so it's really good for like turn 1 or like game 1. But these cards just have relatively large defense. This card does let your opponent draw one card. Oh, not this one. Destiny Defender. So you have to watch out for it. But again, this is a cheese deck, so you really want to OTK. Because if you don't OTK, you're not going to be doing too hot. Let's be honest. Because they're going to know what's going to happen. The Big Shield Gardenet, whenever they attack into it, it does get changed. So I'm not sure if I would prefer this card. Destiny Defender is probably the better card here. And that is simply due to if they have multiple cards that must attack with, like, Battle Mania. Because this card... if this card is attack, you have to change it to the attack position at the end of the damage step. So unless you're one-shotting them, this card can be kind of bad sometimes. Then we have 3 Strongholds, again, it's like an Honest. Then we have Reinforcement Army, 2 copies of Desires. Then we got Demise, the Upstart, Terraforming, 3 Duality. I'm not sure how I feel about Duality, honestly. Like, yeah, you're not special summoning in the deck, but here's the problem that you have if you guys are playing Duality. You start revealing what they have, and if they understand what the heck Defense OTK is, and there's 54k people that understand how it works. At least, well, that's the people that saw that video. But that video is technically 8 or 9 years old, so at that point, maybe they forgot. But again, you don't want to reveal what you are playing. But next up, since you don't need the extra deck, Extravagance can also be an excellent choice here. Then we have, again, Canyon. It does reveal what you're playing. But if you Metaverse it, it could be great for that. Then we have Rise to Full Height. So it targets 1 face-up monster and doubles its defense. Oh, okay. So yeah, this card is excellent for that. And it's not even original. Wait, hold on. Double its defense, but defense becomes 0 at the end of the turn. Okay, so that doesn't even really matter. So, because again, you're going to try to one-shot, and it's not original defense. So if you start beefing up the defense, then activate this, I mean, you're looking at upwards. You could probably tag duel OTK someone, especially with Stone and the Aztecs, where they take the double, and then maybe quadruple with Cannon. I'm actually not sure how that works, because sometimes when it says double, it only works once. Someone comment down below, can Cannon stack with Stone and Aztecs? Like, can it quadruple the damage? Because that's actually ridiculous. In fact, I was thinking you might be able to, like, reverse... okay, there's a lot more play with this card now, because I'm thinking that I can make it so we like creature swap or do something. I don't know. There's some potential with this card. Anyways, next up, the Drama Trio works well with, of course, Battle Mania, but I think most people will use it in a situation where they are link summoning. But I guess, well, this only is activated during standby phase, so that's the problem. These ones over here, I guess, if you can get them in attack position, that could be good. Then we have Cross Counter. If the defense position of attack... defense position monster is higher than the attack of your opponent's attack monster, the battle damage inflicted to your opponent is doubled. Okay, so can you go like double? Like, that's crazy. Then we have Reckless Greed. I'm not sure if I feel about Reckless Greed. Like, yeah, Stronghold Guardian would be the excellent card. I was even thinking, like, if you were sold, you can add it, and then be like, what the heck is this? I don't know. There might be some other plays with this card, but I just feel like with Reckless, the only thing you can draw on to stop your opponent from, like, winning is, like, really, like, getting your Stronghold Guardians. So I'm not sure how I feel about this, but at the end of the day, cheese decks can utilize some draw power and Starlight Road to prevent your opponent from just popping the entire board. Then we have Titan Osider. This is a newer card because it's got the little symbol here. You target one face-up monster your opponent controls that was special from the extract, change its attack to 0 if you do negate its effects. If your opponent special summons a monster from the extract while this card is in your graveyard, except for the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can set this card. Okay, so you can reset it. Okay, so that's kind of cool. It's 0 and it negates the effect, so that's actually a really good card. I think, yeah, you have a little bit of more negations with this, but it also changes the attack to 0. In fact, my older build was actually running Fairy Box. Then we have Lost Wind, again, makes it 0. This could be a good card if you activate it and you need to get rid of not only a monster so it doesn't like activate its effect, but also lowering your opponent's life points a little bit, because lowering your life points doesn't really matter because they're just going to one-shot themselves. For the extra deck, I think you can probably add some more cards here, but you probably just went ahead and just threw this together real fast because it's a troll cheese deck at the end of the day. But looking at like my older deck profile from, again, 2011 over here, yeah, I ran Fairy Barks, Dark Bribes, Wabuku's just stall. We got Shrink. Dang, there's a lot of, again, keep in mind this is from 2011 over here, but it's hilarious just to have your opponent attack. I want to see what the guy said when he attacked into it. Like, he's probably just so salty. I would be too, though. So he's gonna go to battle phase. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is like a bad audio quality. Oh, so it's GG. So defense 8,000, and he has to take like a huge amount, right? Sorry about the old audio quality. I'll just mute it here. But oh, it's GG. Oh, because he takes double damage and stronghold. So it was what, 4,000, and then he also makes it. He attacked with this. Yeah, then he just takes 8k. That's hilarious. But yeah, like I said, it's an old school deck that I really wanted to share with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this like revamp of this deck. And if there's any other cards that would work well with Defense OTK in 2020, let me know down below in the comment section below. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. If you are new here, hit subscribe, turn that bell so you don't miss out on cool old Yu-Gi-Oh decks, bring them back for 2020. I like this idea. But shoutouts once again to my boy Tsubasa for hooking me up with the replays. If you guys want to send me any other replays, feel free to do so at AzneyesReplays in the comment. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one, and I'm out. Peace.